had a conversation with my father today about
Oh no.
politics, just real short.
Oh no.
But I brought up I was talking about how he's gone back on some of the things not including any student loan relief in his budget and things like that. And I said, I don't like. We had our character questioned in the 2020 election by saying this politician who has been in the public eye for 50 years has a 50-year legislative record that we can look back on to make assumptions into how he's going to operate now. And they talk to you like you're a lunatic.
Basically, anybody who's actually trying to hold Biden's feet to the fire, which all of y'all said you were going to do, but nobody's doing, those people are now being lumped in with the QAnoners and the alt-right, etc. Because these are people who would want to hold Biden's feet to the fire and actually make him do stuff that he promised, like a public option for healthcare and
get rid of my student loans, bitch,
and things like that. But that's not going to happen. He has explicitly bailed on all of these things, for the time being. Sure.
Yeah.
Which again, these are all things that again. Before
why would you have a big push of progressive legislation during a pandemic?
And why would you have? Why would you expect any differently from a politician who just spent the last 47 years,
James, is
doing the exact opposite?
It's perfectly fair to think that a person's 50-year record and what they just say they're going to do are pretty equal. Pretty equal chance of one being right. So I don't know why you have to be so hostile. No mean tweets.
No mean tweets.
I do love that. I love sorry 5 times as many kids in the stuck in cages at the border. There haven't been any mean tweets.
Hey, by the way, if you're viewing this show and your house at the border has been bulldozed after you voted for Biden, but your house has now been bulldozed because he needs to continue the border wall and is using the DHS to do it, no mean tweets. You're fucking welcome.
If Britney Spears is deemed too incompetent for her outburst in 2017, shaving her head and going nuts to manage her own life, what does the court recommend if you lied about an illegal war that killed 1 million people and destabilized an entire part of the planet? Hypothetically, let's pick a country at random and use
hot take, bro.
I don't know. Iraq.
Take, bro.
Iraq.
Oh shit.
Iraq. Country we don't think about much. Hypothetically, if U.S. politicians lied about weapons of mass destruction existing and terrorist threats to be able to invade them, while also giving the vice president, who was the former chair of a giant defense contractor that gave him $34 million as a bonus as soon as he became vice president. What would you recommend for that, Judge? Your Honor? Should
oh my God, can we put Dick Cheney into conservationship?
Conservatorship should not be his dad. It should be like just some drag queen. Should be Trixie Mattel. That's a drag queen, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Who's the one who had her dick out on Blue's Clues?
What the fuck?